Most of us are working towards financial security, as if a big enough cushion will keep us safe. But here's a promise. Real security isn't something you can save up for. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17 says, "Do not trust in their money, which is so unreliable. Their trust should be in God." This is day 3 of our series on money, faith, and discipleship. Today we tackle security, the dream most people are chasing. And the Bible has something very important to say about it. Here's the thing you are working hardest to build might be the thing giving you the least peace. So let's start with something honest. The people who look most secure are sometimes the most fragile. Psalm 73 is one of the most honest passages in the Bible. The writer, Asaph, is struggling. He looks around and he sees people who seem to have everything, comfortable, successful, no sign of any worry. And he thinks, why am I the one struggling? That's a feeling that most of us have had. But then Asaph goes into the temple, spends time with God. And verses 16 and 17 tell us what happens. When I tried to understand all this, it troubled me deeply, till I entered the temple of God. Then I understood their final destiny. The people who look so secure, they were not. Their comfort was built on sand. Think about someone in your life who looks like they've got it all sorted. You don't need to judge them, but just notice. Are you comparing your inside to their outside? That comparison will never give you peace. So if the people who look secure aren't really secure, and money cannot give us what we need, then what does real security look like? Well, here's the answer. Real security isn't a thing you have, it's a person you trust. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17 doesn't just warn us away from money, it points us somewhere else. Their trust should be in God, who richly gives us all we need for our enjoyment. That's the contrast Paul is drawing. Not money bad, poverty good. Money unreliable, God reliable. The shift is not from having to not having. It's from trusting in one thing to trusting in another. Unlike the stock market, God doesn't change. In a world that constantly moves under your feet, He is the one constant. This week, when you feel that worry about money, try this. Instead of asking, how can I feel more secure? Ask, who can I trust? Spend a moment remembering that God hasn't left you. The shepherd is still there, still providing, still present. This isn't naive. It's choosing to put your weight on something that can actually hold it. Now, here's the surprising bit. The more you have to worry about. The more you accumulate, the more there is to protect and to manage. Money can pay your bills, but it cannot pay for peace of mind. But 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 19 offers something better. By doing this, they will be storing up their treasure as a good foundation for the future, so that they may experience true life. True life. Not a comfortable life, not a safe life, but true life. That's the prize, and it doesn't come from a bank balance. When we finally stop believing that money is going to make us feel safe, something unexpected happens. The pressure eases. You stop measuring your worth by your savings. You don't stop planning, but you do stop carrying the weight of believing that it all depends on you. So tonight, try this. Write down one thing you've been worrying about financially. Just one. Then write underneath it, I am not alone in this. You don't have to have it all figured out. The God who made heaven and earth hasn't looked away. That's where peace lives. Not in the spreadsheet, but in the relationship. Tomorrow, we're going to look at something that could be quietly shaping the way you see yourself. And most of us have never even noticed it. I'll see you then.